My family thought they could silence me after what my cousin did. My cousin molested me when I was 5, and my entire family, besides my mom, stepdad, and one of my uncles and his wife, sided with him. My grandma is the world's greatest manipulator, and when I told her what my cousin did, she just told me not to tell. She's a mandated reporter since she works in home health care. My aunt, my cousin's mother, told me the same thing. So my 5-year-old brain was like, I'll get in trouble if I tell. I was thinking it was my fault. That's no way for a 5-year-old to think. I know that now. It wasn't until later that my mom said that my cousin was going to babysit me for the summer that I broke down and started crying. I was leaving first grade at this point. My cousin got away with it for almost 2 years. When my mom asked me what was wrong, and the only thing I could say was, "He hurt me," then I wouldn't say anything else, still thinking I'd get in trouble for telling. So instead of going there to be watched, I went to my aunt's house. The aunt I went to wasn't even blood related. She and my mom have just been the best of friends since they were kids. I called her my aunt because I thought that she was my aunt. She got me to tell her everything that my cousin did. Then I had to tell my mom and stepdad. I was put into homeschooling for my 2nd and 3rd grade year, and there was a restraining order against my cousin. He wasn't allowed within 1,000 feet of me or my home. As soon as the restraining order was put into place, my grandparents kicked my mom and stepdad out of the house we were renting from them. My grandma tried to take me bowling with my cousins, and when I asked if I could bring my mom or stepdad, she just said, and I quote, "It's fine if you don't love me anymore." My mom explained that she was just trying to guilt trip me, so I still declined her offer. As soon as we moved into the house that my stepdad had just kicked his brother out of for having too many animals in, my stepdad started becoming more abusive. My mom later told me that he was abusive even before we moved. He just hid it from me. But now when he was mad, he'd act like it was my fault. There were many times he'd back me against the door and punch the space right next to my head. After I finished my homeschooling, I went back to in-person for 4th grade till I finished high school. At that point, my stepdad had kicked me out of the house for being too loud when he was watching his shows. What did he expect from an 8-year-old? So I took the dogs and called my grandparents. They were adoptive in a way. I was offered to call them Grandma and Grandpa, so I did. I went there and ended up spending the night after a few weeks. Me and my mom lived there. My dogs were at a friend's house who also had